What's up, guys? So just left the gym right now. It is Friday night. It is 12 in the morning. Just picked up this Tesla for the weekend. Going on a road trip this weekend. Just picked this car up. It's the first time actually me driving a Tesla. Never really drove a Tesla, so I just wanted to give it a shot to see how it feels. So far, the car is nice, not gonna lie to you, but I'm not a really big fan of electric car. I've been charging this car, it says 6 minutes now, but I started charging this car at 11:35 and right now it's 12:04, so I've been here for a very long time. We gotta charge this for 100. Tomorrow I'm gonna go on a road trip, so I decided to rent a car because again I'm in a different state. All right, I live in Miami. We don't see snow in Miami, so it's kind of snowing here already. This place was empty, just two other cars just pulled up right in front of me. Been here for a while, but so far kind of like the car. It's pretty cool. Not a really big fan of electric car. I prefer other cars like motor cars, but it's pretty dope. Just whatever. So I want to make this very quick video with you guys. I want to talk about an experience, right? Something. I was at the gym and I was just listening to this one music with it starts off by saying you got to start being grateful for the things that you have and stop worrying about things that you don't have, right? And that really brings me back a lot of memories from the day that I really started my whole entire journey, right? So I just want to give you guys a very quick topic about, I guess, grateful, but like in my experience, and then hopefully it helped you guys as well. So it can be like, you know, let's say like we're basically talking, right? Learning from each other's experience, right? You guys can obviously comment down below your experience with being grateful and etc. But being grateful, right, in this world, it's very important, right? And then we obviously are human, and then we obviously are not as perfect, because every human in this world is not perfect, right? There's no such thing as perfection, but there's always such thing to be better than what you were yesterday, right? But we can never be 100% better than anything in this world. It's just step by step. But what I was saying is that being grateful, right? I was at the gym, you know, just working out, whatever, hitting the last workout this week, and then the song comes up, and then I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, this journey that I've been into, right, it has been a very tough journey, right? I'm not gonna say it's been one of the best ones, but it's been one of the tough ones that I've seen, or that I've experienced. The only journey that I've ever done. Have a lot of ups and I have a lot of downs, right? I experienced higher highs, right? Like I experienced one of the biggest times of my life, and then I experienced the lowest time of my life in this journey. Right now I would say that I'm like back, like, you know, we're not break even, but like back at the good section, but not at the highest point that I've ever been, right? So I want to talk to you guys about being that grateful person, right? So when I heard that song, right, a few days before too, right, this is something that I started posting on Instagram a few days ago. I ran through a picture of mine, right? I was just looking for this one specific picture, and then I saw this picture when I first started my trading career, right? Which I'm going to show it to you guys very quick. Look, we're at 3 minutes already. All right, so check this out. I want to show you guys this picture, which is pretty cool. This was my setup when I first started trading, right? This was back in 2017, 18, around there. This was my first entire setup. This is when I was learning how to trade. Just look at this entire setup. We have a MacBook that was like a box MacBook. This was like probably like 2007 MacBook. Look at the keyboard, look at the mouse, look at the whole entire table, look at the mouse pad and everything, right? Now this was me when I first started trading, right? Saved this picture on Sunday. There's more pictures that I'm going to show you guys right now. This camera zooming out. Or I'm like in this place. Never been, you know, whenever you go to another states and stuff like that, you're not really comfortable in this area, so you just gotta be careful where you at. I was here alone when there's still other cars that pulled up on me, which is nice, but I was alone here. I was just on my phone like, shit, I gotta look left and right to see what comes up. But again, being grateful, right? So I was looking at those pictures and I was like, wow, I came through a lot of things in this life, right? Like to get to the point that I'm at right now, I went through a lot of struggles, right? A lot of ups and downs. And then one thing that I've noticed, which is cool, because again, I'm not that person anymore. I have fixed that months ago, right? Like I said, I fixed that October, which is another story that I want to tell you guys, but I guess I'll save that for another one. I kind of want to build like a series on YouTube, me explaining my experience with this journey, so part of it is related as well. I'm pretty sure everyone has a different life, but the same exact experience, right? If we're in the entrepreneurial world, we're gonna experience the same exact thing, but different ways, right? Now, I do want to save that video for later, but what I want to talk about again is the grateful. So I fixed that me being ungrateful a few months ago. I can say this was like October was it like in October, like in the middle of October, this is where I fixed the me being ungrateful moment, right? And then obviously right now I am one of the most grateful person I've ever been in my life, right? So being grateful. So when I came into that photo, all I remember was the person I always wanted to become, which is the person I am right now. When I first started trading, right, this was back in high school time. This is when I entered high school in 9th grade. I was like, what, 15, 16, 14, 15, 16 years old, right? Right now, I am 22 years old, so that's been a very long time. We got 1 minute remaining to charge this, which is dope. But right now, young. So young, right, 22 years old. But younger me, right, always wanted to become the person that I am today. So what I can remember was that I'm gonna give you guys a story, right? So when I was in high school, you guys probably know who this trader is. His name is Lambo Raul, right? So I live in Miami. This guy named Raul, which is known as Lambo Raul, at that time he was driving like a gold GTR and a white Lamborghini. It was like a white Huracan Lamborghini and a gold GTR. He had a girlfriend in this school, right? In this school that I went to. And I just remember seeing him every single time just passing by, right? In the different cars, Lamborghini, and then we got the Huracan. And then at that time, I was in my years that, you know, whenever you want to look to start making money, right? That was my time. I was looking to make money at that time. Let me turn off this. Give me 1 second, guys. These lights are bothering me. I don't even know how to turn this shit. This is my first time using this Tesla. I don't even understand how to even turn this on. Where the fuck is setting? Okay, right here. Lights off. Alright, turned it off. So like I was saying, I saw this guy, and that time I was like 15, 14 years old. I remember the first thing when I came to this area, part of Doral, which is Miami, right? I live in Doral in Miami. I came into this part and I was like, I gotta start making money, right? I want to make a lot of money. I wonder what I can do, right? And then me growing up, I grew up in a middle class family. But I was never that type of kid that will be like dependent on the parents, right? Obviously I depended on my parents growing up, but it was not like I wanted them to give me money, right? I always wanted me to make money. I always wanted to find the feeling of how money felt like to make, right? And then I was in that time just looking for different things, right? Just going through different online. I remember just looking for reselling. That time, like shoes at that time was popping off, so I guess you go to like those stores and you resell shoes. I also ran into drop shipping, which was like kind of popping off, not popping off, but like kind of starting at that time as well. I got into the drop shipping. I got into stock market. What else? It was many more. Stock market, you know, like doing the online survey that they pay you $100 if you watch type of videos. So many things, right? So I was just finding so many ways to make money in this time. And then came up to this guy here, and then I saw Raul, and I was like, oh, I wonder who that guy is. And I remember just coming into these two high schoolers. They were like older than me. They were like probably in junior year or senior year, and they had a course of them. And I remember I was in an art class, and I just saw him, you know, just trading or whatever they were doing. And I was like, yo, like, what is that? Like, what exactly is that? Explain it to me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We started talking, etc. And then he ended up giving me the course. The course turns out to be Lambo Raul. And when I pretty much searched up the Instagram of Lambo Raul, I'm like, oh shit, that's a guy that drives this car. Didn't know he was a trader. So once at that time, right, I just remember just trying to learn every single day, right? I even have pictures of that. Let me show it to you guys, which is pretty cool. All right, that's one thing I do recommend you guys to do. Document your journey every single day. Right, document your journey, which is one of the best things you guys ever gonna experience, because whenever you guys look back to it, you're like, wow, I made it to a long, far way. Let's see if I'll find this picture. And again, it wasn't really with trading, it was also with fitness in this world, which is pretty dope. Where the fuck is this picture at? Okay, well, I don't find this picture, but I don't find this picture, but whatever. So like I was saying, that time, whatever, we got in, and I just remember learning every single day. That time I didn't have a job, but I went to grab my first job, which was at McDonald's, right? I have a picture of myself. I'm gonna look for those pictures and I'm gonna just post it later on. I have the first picture when I first got my first paycheck, right? My first paycheck was $95, $97 around there. And at that time, again, I was young, so I asked my parents if they can open me a broker account. At that time, the broker that was popping off, I guess, which was popular, was Hugo FX. If you guys are familiar with it, that was a broker popping off. So I remember my parents opened me the account. Had zero knowledge with trading, but I wanted to feel what it was, right? Because this guy was just posting profits every day, and I was like, I wonder what that feels, right? And whatever, I just remember at me being at 16 years old, the life that I wanted to have was simple: workout and trading. All right. And I always wanted to tell myself I don't want to work, I always want to become a trader, right? Like I was never really in my mind of like I want to become a worker, or like I want to work somewhere else, which is fine, right? Everybody can be whatever they want in this life, which is something I love too, right? This is something that I live day by day, which I'm gonna give you guys 3 things that I live day by day, right? Which is what helped me become the person who I am today. One of them, you're the artist of your own life, right? I have my goals, you guys have your own goals, everyone has their own goals, right? So if you guys want to do something and the other person tell you not to do it because they prefer you to become this thing, don't listen to them and do whatever you want to do in this fucking world, right? You're gonna die one time, which is something that I lived in this day as well. You're gonna die one time, so don't give a fuck what other people think, right? This is book this very book that I do recommend you guys to read. I have it right here, screenshot it, because it's something that, well, not screenshot, where's the picture? I read this book a few weeks ago. A very, very fucking good book. Do highly recommend you guys to read it. Let me show it to you guys right now. It's an orange book. Where the fuck is he? Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Fuck. I apologize, guys. Apologize. Pretty much we are done charging this car already. So the book is called this book and that book. Highly recommend you guys to read it. One of the best fucking books you guys are gonna read. Mostly about mindset, psychology, whatever. But don't give a fuck what other people do in this world, right? Don't care what other people think about you, because again, you're gonna die one time. One of the worst feelings that you're gonna have in this world is that you're in your deathbed and you're like, fuck, I wish I did what I wanted to become at 17 years old or 20 years old, whatever, right? Live life with no regrets, which is a tattoo that I have, right? I have a tattoo right here that says live life with no regrets, right? Which is something that I live every single day by. Live life with no regrets. So that's something that I do recommend you guys, right? Live life with no regrets. You're gonna die one time in this world, so do whatever the fuck you want to do. So back to the story. All I wanted to become was a trader and things, right? A trader and a person that just work out every single day, have that cool lifestyle. So throughout my time, right, 16 years old, unconsciously, without even noticing, every single day I was working towards that goal. And we look years later, that person that I am right now, the person that I wanted to become at 16 years old, I'm living that person now. Now, let me tell you guys a story back when I was not really grateful, and the whole point of being the grateful story, right? Back when that was in October, right, a few months ago. Right now we're obviously in January 2025. A few months ago in October, I was pretty much at one of my lowest point because I started having, you know, negative thoughts. I always wanted so much in this life, and it really doesn't really work like that, right? In the sense that you can't have so many things in life all at once, right? Yes, you can have so many things all at once, but there's obviously levels to that. To become the person that you want to become, right? Let's say you want to become a millionaire, you want to become like have a lot of more money. You first got to understand how to control the things that you have now. Be grateful for the things that you have now before you get rewarded, before God gives you what you need to have later on, right? So in this world you live, well, where you are right now is pretty much where you're supposed to be at, right? And then October was one of those times. I really want to tell you guys that story. I'm going to get into it in the next video. Definitely I'm going to show you guys everything. But in October, it was one of my worst months, and I remember my girlfriend told me one thing that pretty much just woke me up, right? My girlfriend woke me up and I was like, wow. Like, I'm so grateful that she told me so many things. And I was like, okay, I gotta start doing it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Started writing down so many notes, right? I like to journal every single day I wake up. That's the first thing I have to do, journal, right? And it's not just like, oh, I do this, I do that, blah, blah. It's like going deep into my thoughts, right? First thing that I do, right, is obviously just write down things that I'm grateful, blah, 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 blah. And then things that I want to accomplish, you know, basic stuff. And then I go really deep into my head, which is more personal. But I probably will talk about it later on in this video. But when she told me that thing, that's pretty much when I started noticing that I was pretty much an ungrateful person, right? And then back to the story. I was at the gym today, and then I heard the song. And I'm just thinking, wow, I was really ungrateful because I always wanted so much in this world, and I'm not really noticing it that I'm the person that I am right now, right? Same thing, it can go for your life. Let's say when you wanted to become, let's say you were studying to become a doctor or a dentist or whatever, right? Before, you were telling yourself that you want to become that person, and then right now you are experiencing that, right? You're already working towards what you want to become. and then you're just telling yourself, no, but I want this, I want this, I want more, I want more, right? You can't really say that because you're never gonna grab the way that you want it, right? Just because you want more, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have it right away. Just because you're complaining, damn, I wish I had this, damn, I wish I was this person, blah 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 blah, you're never gonna be that person just because you continue complaining. So you really gotta be grateful for the moments that you have at the moment, right? So in October, when my girlfriend told me so many things of that stuff, right, that I never really noticed, that's when I started going deep into my thoughts. I started building a relationship with God. And then that's pretty much when I noticed so many things as well. And building a relationship with God was one of the best decisions I've ever done in my life. Noticed so many things in my life that I was really pretty much the worst person that I've ever done in my life, right? Experienced high moments, experienced low moments, which I'm going to make another video about that so I can explain it to you guys more perfect. But I was never really grateful and never noticed that I was that person that I wanted to become. I always wanted more. And that's why I never got the more that I wanted, because I was never grateful for the things that I wished before, right? In a sense, let's go to make it easier for you guys to understand, or I don't know if you guys understand, but 2016, right? Let's say I wanted to become the person that I am today. 2023, 24, 25, whatever, I was never grateful because I always wanted more, right? But then 2016 me will be extremely proud for the person I am today, right? So the whole story of the moment, right? You got to be grateful for the person that you are today. You got to be grateful for so many things in this world, right? Little things, right? It can be the toothbrush that you're brushing your teeth, that waking up the next day, right? Which waking up is one of the grateful things you got to be for every single day. Because again, there's people in this world that unfortunately they don't end up waking up the next day, which sucks. And then you are lucky, right, that you're able to wake up, right? So that means that you still have hours, days, years, whatever, to continue working for the things that you want to have in this world. So there's no reason for you to be ungrateful, right? Waking up tomorrow, being able to go to bed right now, being able to see this video, you got to be grateful for those little things, right? In this journey, you also got to be grateful for whatever journey you're going in your life, right? Even if you're seeing struggle, even if you want more in this life, you still got to be very, very grateful. Be grateful for the struggle, be grateful for the reward, right? So in my story, I was never grateful because, again, I always wanted more, but I never realized I was that person that I wanted to become at 2016. And then I noticed my downfall. I noticed my high points, right? Which again, I'm going to make a video to explain to you guys a little bit more. But never was really grateful for those things. And then now I was at the gym and I'm like, wow, yeah, I was pretty much a piece of shit person, I guess. Not to anybody, but to myself. Just telling myself so many negative stuff. And then I was never grateful that I was that person that I wanted to become at 2016. I haven't worked a job since 2020, I believe it was, like, right, or 21. I was 19 years old. Right now I'm 2020. My bad. I was 19 years old when I quit my last job, and right now I am 22 years old. So imagine, I haven't really worked that long period. And then I was never grateful that again, 2016 me wanted to not have a job, and then right now I don't have a job. I'm just have my online business, I have my trading, and then I have some other investment that I'm kind of working on right now, which is fucking dope, right? So always got to be grateful for those things. Always wanted to travel. Right now I live in Miami, right, and I've been gone for months, right? I went to Boston on December, stayed there in Boston for 2 weeks, came back to Miami, stayed there for a week, and then went to another state, which I'm currently in right now, Colorado. And then I've been here for a month. Tomorrow I'm going to skiing, rented a penthouse, got a Tesla today, right? And those are those moments I'm like, wow, I've always wanted those moments. And then obviously me right now, because I did fix my whole entire mindset before, obviously I'm extremely grateful, right? I cannot go a day without not thanking God for everything that I got, right? Even the bad things that I have, right? Let's say if I have a bad day, whatever, I can't thank him the most, right? Because obviously those things you always got to be grateful for. Your downfall, you're negative, you're positive, for everything, right? Because those things is what builds you to become the person that you want to become next, right? Which is dope. I really want to talk more about stuff, right? Because I have a lot of more subjects to talk about. But more of the story of this one, always be grateful for everything, right? Doesn't matter what you don't have, right? Don't focus on what you don't have and start focusing on what you have now. Be grateful for what you have now, because before you always wanted what you have now, so you can't be complaining because you got what you wanted, right? And it's fine, it's 100% okay to want a lot of things in this world, right? But again, you got to become that person. You got to be grateful for the things that you have right now before God rewards you with the next thing, right? So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video, right? I hope you guys understand things that I was talking about. If you guys have any questions, you guys can comment down below. Next video that I'm gonna do, right, I'm gonna go a little bit more details, more of my story, my journey that I want to talk to you guys about. pretty interesting journey that I had. I wanted to see, give you guys an update with that as well. But again, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any question, any doubts, whatever, you guys can obviously comment down below. Fucking tired right now. What is this, like 12:24 in the morning? It's fucking cold in here too. It's like 30 degrees. I gotta cook my last meal before going to bed. Gotta probably cook some burgers. I bought burgers. I'm gonna make some burgers and everything. You see, those are things you gotta be grateful. You're fucking watching this video. Be grateful for that. You're alive right now, which is fucking dope. Once you're grateful, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna experience way more in this fucking life, which is fucking insane, bro. I really want to talk to you guys about my down moments, which is something I fucking motivates me every fucking day. Something I like to wake up to, and I just think about it. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I went through those shit. The person I reacted, how I reacted, etc, 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 and then to the person I am right now, which is fucking dope. Really want to talk to you guys about those stuff. Look at this. Fucking, I went to Boston, bro, right? 2016, I got this watch, right? No, I didn't even got this watch. 26, I want to find those pictures. I'm gonna post the next one so you guys can see it. I have an entire list of the things that I wanted to have. One of them was to buy a watch. I went to Boston last month, and then I ended up buying one of my dream watch, which is a Rolex. This is a Rolex Explorer 2, right, with the orange dial, like white face with the orange little dial. Fucking grateful for that shit. Always wanted that shit, and then obviously I ended up grabbing it because we worked for it. We were grateful for so many things in this world, which is dope, right? And then just fucking grateful, right? And obviously you gotta be grateful for so many things. But yeah, you're gonna end the video here. Again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can comment down below. Hope you guys enjoy this one. We're gonna disconnect this shit and then we're gonna go home. Peace.